start with a warning. This isn't a motivational speech. Motivation is a chemical spike that dies by morning. This is a forensic analysis of your prison. Most people believe their life is a result of their choices, but that is a comforting lie. Your life, right now, is actually the result of defaults you never signed for. You're living in a house you didn't build, following a map you didn't draw, and wondering why you feel lost. The average life isn't a failure. It's a highly efficient, self-regulating machine that uses your need for safety against you. It uses your desire for tomorrow to steal your today. In the next 15 minutes, we are going to look at the gears of that machine, identify the truths that keep you compliant, and find the keys to the exit. But be careful. Once you see the bars, you can never go back to pretending they are decorations. The first lie the machine tells you is that there is a proper season for change. You've said it yourself. You'll start when work settles down, when the kids are older, or simply on Monday. Truth number one, the right time is a marketing tactic used by your ego to avoid discomfort. Biologically, your brain is wired for homeostasis. It wants things to stay the same, because same equals alive. To your ancient brain, a new venture is a threat. If you wait for the wind to stop to set sail, you will rot at the dock. The men who escape average don't wait for the storm to pass. They learn to navigate while the waves are crashing. Your average life is maintained by the belief that you need more information or better timing. But you don't. You need a collision with reality. Let's talk about the math of your soul. After sleep and work, you have 6 hours left, your discretionary 6. These are the only hours you truly own. Yet look at your screen time. You aren't relaxing when you scroll. You're being harvested. There are rooms in Silicon Valley filled with PhDs whose entire job is to ensure you don't use those 6 hours to build anything. Truth number two, the extraction of your discretionary time is a calculated war. Every time you choose a 15-second loop of nonsense over deep work, you are paying for someone else's mansion with the bricks of your own future. The escape begins when you realize that "I don't have time" is a lie. You have the time, you just don't have the sovereignty over it. This is the one that hurts. Humans are social mimics. We subconsciously calibrate our internal speed limit based on the cars driving next to us. If your circle spends weekends complaining, you will eventually find yourself holding a megaphone in that same choir. They don't want you to fail. They just don't want you to change, because your growth is a mirror that reflects their own stagnation. Truth number three, there is a gravitational pull from your tribe that demands you stay settled. Loyalty is a virtue, but loyalty to a sinking ship is a suicide pact. When you start saying no to the Friday night drinks to work on your future, you are silently telling them that their impossible goals are actually just unattempted ones. You don't have to hate them, but you do have to outgrow them. You cannot outperform your self-image. If you view yourself as a procrastinator, no amount of productivity apps will save you. You will find a way to fulfill that prophecy, because the mind craves consistency more than success. Truth number four, your behavior will never exceed the ceiling of your identity. Most of us are running on version 1.0 of our identity, a script programmed by people who had no authority to define our limits. You aren't finding yourself. You are forging yourself. The man who escapes average treats his identity like outdated software, deleting the files of "I'm not a leader" and overwriting them with action. He understands that confidence isn't a prerequisite for action, but a byproduct of it. Your comfort zone is not a place of safety. It is a place of slow, invisible decay. Every skill and capacity you possess was developed in a moment where you were operating slightly beyond what felt familiar. Inside your comfort zone, the brain is in maintenance mode, running existing programs efficiently, but building no new architecture. Truth number 5, comfort is the signal that growth has stopped. The average life is fundamentally a comfort maximization strategy. Those systems work exactly as designed. They protect your comfort, but prevent every form of meaningful growth that requires discomfort as its entry price. Now, for the prescription, the surgery required to exit. First, claim the zero input hour. For the first 60 minutes of your day, the world does not exist. No emails, no news, no social media. Give your best energy to your biggest problem. Second, focus on environment design. Stop testing your willpower. It is a finite resource. Build a world where the right path is the only path visible. Third, embrace the power of one. Stop trying to fix your life and fix one high-leverage skill